Muhammad Belo Shagari was born on the 17th of March 1949 in the town of Shagari, Sokoto State, in the then British Nigeria. He attended the prestigious Barewa College, Zaria, and proceeded to South Gloucestershire and Stroud College, Bristol, in the United Kingdom. In the aftermath of the December 1983 coup in Nigeria, led by General Muhammadu Buhari, which removed his father, Alhaji Shehu Shagari, he was detained briefly and was forcefully retired from the Nigerian army without committing any offense. He was in the rank of a captain. In this edition of Hisbul Media, we bring to your view the travels of Muhammad Bala Shagari in the hands of the military during the regime that deposed his father in 1983. Please stay with me. Welcome to Hisbul Media In-Depth History. After his military training at the Nigerian Defense Academy (NDA), Shagari was posted to his first unit, the 82nd Infantry Battalion Katsina, in February 1976. He would serve in Katsina for 4 years as a platoon commander, a company 2IC, a battalion adjutant, a battalion intelligence officer, and a company commander. From January to March 1979, Shagari went for his young officers course. When he completed the training course, albeit in flying colors, he was promoted to the rank of lieutenant on the 1st of June of the same year. That was even before his father became the president and commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in October 1979. After a brief period in April 1980, Shagari was posted to Depot Nigerian Army Zaria as an instructor and company 2IC. In June 1983, just about 6 months before Muhammadu Buhari led the military to depose his father's government, he was promoted to substantive captain. He would then be posted to the 21 Mechanized Battalion Mina in September of the same year as a company commander. He was prematurely and compulsorily retired after the ouster of his father's government on the 6th of February 1986. Now, remember to book the like button on this video. It will go a long way to help us promote the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already. Thank you. The retired captain reveals his travels in the hands of the military men who overthrew his father in a coup on December 31st, 1983. Bala Shagari explained that the men who were behind the coup felt uncomfortable having the son of a man who was overthrown in the military. He is quoted to have said, "For being the son of President Shagari, that was all. That was my only sin. I think I can recall that the retirement letter states that by the power vested on me as Chief of Army Staff, you are hereby compulsorily retired and your service is no longer required." The Chief of Army Staff at that time was General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. According to him, he was given a house arrest by the military. He said, quote, "The then military secretary signed the letter while General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida was the Chief of Army Staff. The letter was his directive. Immediately they served me the letter. That was where they also picked me up and detained for 6 weeks, though it was a house arrest in Sokoto, not in prison yard. They took me to Kaduna. I passed the night in Kaduna and the letter brought me back to Sokoto to NSO office, which we call SSS now. When they brought me, I slept a night in their office. The next day, they prepared one of their guest rooms and put me there for 6 weeks." Captain Bala Shagari, who holds the traditional title of Sarkin Mafaran Shagari and also the district head of Shagari, the hometown of his father, said he was in Jos playing one of his favorite sports, polo, when he heard about the overthrow of his father's government. But he remained calm and was ready to continue in service of his fatherland even after his father was deposed as the executive president of Nigeria. He is quoted to have said, "I remember on the day of the coup d'etat, I was in Jos playing polo and I came back in the morning trying my horse because I had another game in the evening. I was with 2 of my Lebanese friends who played polo too. They were also from Zaria. They called my name repeatedly, asking me if I have not heard the news that my father has been overthrown in a coup d'etat. I merely responded to them and continued rolling my ball. They were surprised the way I responded to them. My mates were also surprised to see me calm throughout the period. According to him, the Director of Military Intelligence asked him severally if he was comfortable to continue in the service. When they discovered that my mood wasn't changed at one time, Colonel Halilu Akilu, the then head Directorate of Military Intelligence, called me to confirm if I have any problem, and I said, "No, sir." He then said, "If I am not comfortable again in the military, I can put in my resignation letter." I said, "No, sir, I am okay." He called me again to know if I have made up my mind to tender my resignation letter from the army. I repeated the same, "No, sir," and assured him that I was alright. Now, when the pressure from the military was much on him, he confidently told the head of the DMI to sack him if they were not comfortable working with him again. I said, quote, "When I joined the army, my father was not a president. Now, because he is no longer the president, doesn't mean I should quit the army. So I will not resign. But if you people felt you cannot work with me, you can ask me to go." Later, I was served with compulsory retirement letter. That was all. When Shagari was sacked from the military, he was less than 10 years in service and was not qualified for pension or gratuity. According to the law at the time, you have to be in service for at least 14 years before you are qualified for any pension or gratuity benefit. The unfortunate part about his travels, however, is that even after his compulsory retirement, he was not compensated by the military. He went on to say, "Nothing was done since I was retired as a captain and I had not stayed long to earn pension. In those days, you have to be in the service for at least 14 years before you can be on pension benefit. I was less than 10 years before I was retired. Even my gratuity, I didn't take it," he concluded. What is your thought on this? Do you think General Muhammadu Buhari was fair to Captain Belo Shagari for sacking him from the military without committing any offense? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Click here to watch how General Muhammadu Buhari overthrew Alhaji Shehu Shagari in 1983. Remember to like this video and hit the subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.